Hi, my name is Monica. I'm from UTV and I'm part of the Food Network Food Channel. And I'm the host today. And we're going to be interviewing Vincent. And Vincent, can you please tell me a little bit about yourself and about your company and when it started?
Yeah. So my name is Vincent. We're a startup based off in Edmonton. The company's name is Food Search Inc. And I'm working with a co-founder, Tyler Finley, and trying to figure out ways how to make food more transparent and accessible. So right now, a lot of restaurants and places, it's really difficult for them to promote their food, and because a lot of people aren't dining in. And so we're trying to figure out ways like building a giant directory where people can find places that are open and their adjusted hours as well.
Great, that sounds amazing. So, can you tell me how many restaurants are on your platform at the moment? And what are you doing to help the situation with the current unprecedented times with the COVID-19?
hmm so we have over 400 restaurants, local restaurants in the city, Edmonton, Sherwood Park, St. Albert, and we hope to expand to other cities. So the way we're helping them is like if they have pickup or delivery services, we're able to list them on the platform, foodsearchinc.com, and people can find the hours, the websites, the links, and menus of specific places that they want to see. And there's a search bar as well. So if you're interested in like Thai, Indian food, Chinese food, you can just do a search and all your restaurants and their information will pop up. And it makes finding places in this uncertain time much more easier.
Great, that sounds amazing. So, like you were saying, you could have, so in my house, if I have one guy that likes chicken, another guy that likes pasta, another guy that likes Indian, I can do all of it in one platform, in one shot. Is that true?
Yep. You can find exactly which places are open and there's phone numbers that you can call. So it really connects customers looking for the foods in order to continue supporting local. And because right now we have like search engines that aren't able to find specific foods. And if you're looking for a particular dish, it's really difficult. And especially if you have like allergies or whatnot, and you want to really look more in depth into what a business is offering, then you can use our platform to find it.
Great. And you were telling me earlier that you started your company with, it started off with a gluten-free. Can you expand on that a little bit more?
Yep. So originally we started in January, on our January like a few months ago, and we were originally trying to make food more transparent and accessible for everyone. And so that's like knowing what goes into your food, like ingredients, if it caters to certain lifestyles or allergies like gluten intolerance, dairy free, if you're keto, if you're vegan. And so we started platform called searchglutenfree.com where it puts all the gluten-free foods in the city on one site. So if you're celiac or have gluten intolerance, you can find it. So we did that for January and February, and then we all know what happened in March, where a lot of businesses started struggling because of the virus. And then so we repurposed our code from that platform and actually created the directory foodsearchinc.com, which a lot of people can access right now in order to find restaurants and places that so they can continue serving and reaching their customers.
Mhm. So can you also tell me what the vision of your platform, like what do you see your, like how do you envision your platform, the ideal, most ideal, like do you want to only base your company in like Edmonton and surrounding areas, or is it going to go across
Mm-hmm.
Canada? Like, can you tell me a little bit about your vision, how you see
Yeah.
it growing?
Mm-hmm. So we hope to expand to pretty much every restaurant across the globe. So if you're a restaurant owner and you have like certain menus and dishes that are catered specifically to people with allergies like gluten or dairy free, you're able to list your menu items, put more information like ingredients, what allergies are on there and what they can cater to. And eventually people will be able to just search. They're in a certain area, like say Calgary or Edmonton or Sherwood Park, they can just type in gluten-free pasta and all your dishes will pop up in the city. And this will actually help the users connect to the restaurant owners that are actually doing a good job in um, making dishes that are friendly. And because we figured out during our gluten-free project that it took people like 3 to 4 different grocery stores and a whole day to go grocery shopping. And a lot of them are even scared to go to restaurants just to eat out because they're unsure. So with a platform built for restaurants to connect to people with allergies, that's the path that we're going to move towards and make food more accessible to those people.
It sounds really exciting. I can't wait until you launch across Canada, because then, especially if you're on a vacation or something and you don't know where to eat, so it'll be a good place to. So is it going to kind of mimic like how Skip the Dishes? Like, are you going to have a delivery service later on in place, or like is that what you see the future being, or is this only going to be for pickup?
Mm-hmm. So for now, it's a directory. It's more of an information hub where you can find specific information, and we're working on a little site where you can actually start ordering pickup. So you can put in your orders, like say what dishes you would want, and then you just submit an order, and order it will go right to the restaurant as an email. And eventually we can do delivery, except there's logistics behind that are so huge and enormous that we'll probably figure it out down the road. But eventually you'll be able to just buy right from our site and make orders for restaurants serving those specific dishes. So yeah, it is a long path down the road, but I feel like it does a good job in helping people find foods that cater to their lifestyles.
Great. Okay. And also, I had a question was so are customers going to be able to rate the dish, rate the food? Like, so is the customers going to also be able to provide like feedback on the platform?
Yep. Once we set up user accounts, we're different from a lot of other apps because those apps, customers rate a whole restaurant as a whole company. Whereas like say a place can have specific dishes that they're really good at, like say top 3 dishes, whereas some other dishes aren't that great. With our platform, users will be able to rate on a dish level, comment on a dish level, and provide direct feedback to the owner and the chefs saying like, oh, doesn't taste that great. Maybe try to fix this a little. And the restaurant owner can start using this as data points and saying, oh, this item isn't selling that well. Let's discontinue it and focus on what we're good at. And it will be a lot of data, but a lot of useful data for restaurant owners that don't know what to make and knowing what people love, so they can focus on that.
Great. Okay. So at this point in surrounding areas in Sherwood Park and St. Albert, and are you in Spruce Grove too? So about how many restaurants do you have there at the moment?
Um, I think in Spruce Grove we have around like 7 or 8. We just trickled in there a bit because a lot of people were submitting their places and we added them in. And so, but when restaurants submit places, I contact them directly and say, oh, do you guys want to list on here? So there's that verification process as well. And eventually restaurants can have their own user accounts so they can manage their own data, their own menu, their own specials, their own offers, and their own ingredients as well. And they can tweak and adjust things along the way because we know restaurants are always moving fast, figuring out menus and different products, and giving them that flexibility will pretty much allow any restaurant that wants to be found be found.
Oh, great. So it's very user friendly, and it will be, the platform will be easy to use for restaurants. Because, I think that's half the battle is a lot of the restaurant owners, they're so busy working in the restaurant that, they lack the time. So are you going to have like a full-time support person too, or to, aid with, the technological aspect of the platform?
Yep. The beauty with being digital is everything can just be on a form and a user interface can be built where you're just entering just text, and the design and all that stuff on a website is just all backend code on our end. So if you had 10 menu items and you wanted to put a picture, you can just upload picture. You wanted to enter ingredients, like say 10 different ingredients on there, you can just enter that in. And all you have to do is hit submit. Once you hit submit, it's already on the website.
Wow,
So
sounds
super easy.
really exciting because this is the way of the future. So you guys are, making it a lot more accessible, a lot more. And then do you plan to have liquor or microbreweries part of your platform as well?
Yep, anything you can consume, which we'll try to work towards moving that based on laws and how do you put stuff online, because there's probably laws around liquor and alcohol and trying to connect restaurants or not restaurants, breweries and liquor stores to it. So we're focused on food, but we can always move to liquor and alcohol.
Great. So Vincent, once again, thank you so much for your interview. And also, if you can reiterate again your company's name, how you can be found, so it makes it easier for all the restaurants. In case anybody forgot, I want them to make sure that they're on your directory.
Yeah, absolutely. The website is foodsearchinc.com. If you wanted to submit your own restaurants, on the bottom of the site, if you click a city, you can actually hit submit a form. So if you're not on the list, you can always submit it in. And yeah, it's a directory where if anyone wants to find your place looking for the types of food that you're offering, once you're listed, people can find you very easily. And eventually we'll make it so people can see all your menu items and all your special dishes that you guys make. And people can probably order from you in the near future.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope your business hits skyrockets. And, I'm very proud that you built something like this. And we're local out of Edmonton. So that's great.
Awesome. Yep. Very nice talking to you, Monica.
Nice talking to you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.